So, what's the
Oh,
recap? You guys went through a dungeon.
yes.
And we fought a dude.
You went into a cave. You fought a bunch of goblins.
Wait, we did?
Yeah.
We sure did. We put them right in their places, which was the
Y'all
ground.
notice I have changed
Went
my character's
into-
name officially?
Have you?
Yes.
What'd you change
I
it
don't
to?
think you have. It doesn't say it on the stream.
Yeah, the stream's where it counts.
Oh, the stream is where it counts. Well,
What's your
D&D
character's
Beyond
new
has
name?
been corrected.
What's your character's new name?
Is it Finger Nipples McGee?
Yes.
Burger butts?
Yes, both of those.
How can it be both?
First and last and middle?
Two middle names.
Yeah.
Anyhows, you went into the cave after killing the gnolls in the first game. You killed a bunch of goblins, found a bunch more trees growing underneath unnatural lights, and then you killed a goblin king and looted his chests, and Frank did some experimenting with crystals. How'd you experiment with the crystals, Frank?
I don't remember any of this.
You hit them.
He smoked them.
He hit them.
He drank them.
He's like, those look interesting. I'm gonna hit them with a hammer.
Did I really? I don't
Yeah.
believe that. I didn't drink that much last time.
He said he went in on the rocks and he proved it.
Anyways, you
We
found
also recruited a goblin friend.
Name
Yeah.
Steve.
That's right.
Oh, was that his name?
Yep.
Yeah. That's the name I gave him because that's the name I give almost everything.
It's a good name. It's a strong name.
goblin friend named Steve.
Steve the Stevarian.
Steve the Stavarian Goblin.
Did you fix the cameras?
Did you fix cameras?
I did not fix the cameras.
Ah, okay.
With your current positions, I think for now,
Eventually, we're gonna get her a computer of her own.
yeah. Oh snap! She told on you.
Won't let me stay home.
Do you have a webcam? I mean, I guess you could just do audio with your headset. You should be able to plug it into, your computer. Sorry, we're getting distracted.
You are.
Yes.
Yes. You're ruining
my fault.
everything. It's completely
fault.
your fault.
It's always my fault.
Okay. So, last thing that you guys did last time was come out of the goblin cave with your best pal Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Did we sing a song?
You also got 2 new javelins and a +1 scimitar.
Scimitar that Hobbs has, right?
Hobbs.
No, I have a bow.
I think I took the scimitar
Okay.
I don't want
Falcom
the
took the scimitar.
because I am proficient with them.
All right. And now you guys camped. You're all at full health. And you're deciding. The last thing you decided was that you wanted to go to the village. Is that
Let me
still
grab
what
my
we want to do?
notebook real quick. Carry on.
His Grail diary. He's got to go grab it.
Someone's got to keep notes because Frank sure shit isn't.
I have a suggestion. I think from every game that we do, Chuck has to drink from a different flight.
Short testing everything we do?
I didn't hear what you
There you
said. There's a lot of noise right there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think what we need to do is have you drink from a different flight every show.
Like, what do you mean? Like a different?
Well, you kind of go back and forth between a glass of this and a bottle of this.
Wait, I'm finishing off my bottle, and then once I
you throw
finish
some
my
tea
bottle,
in. You got to throw some tea in at some point.
then it'll be all that. I
And
don't
that's
have
what I'm
any
saying.
tea tonight.
We just do a flight.
Just a different flight every night. Just
Yeah.
like this is what Chuck's drinking tonight.
What's Chuck's drinking? You got to be something different every time.
Well, tonight it's whiskey barrel stout,
Good choice.
which is fantastic, and then it's
I'm sorry I did that to you.
that's all right. It's delicious. What is this? This is
Exactly.
What is this?
Go
I don't
ahead.
keep it in the original bottle. I put it in a different bottle.
Was it to hide it from the feds?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Crown
no, 'cause
Royal.
no, it's not Crown. Crown's delicious, but I like drinking real whiskey.
Wow.
Whoa.
What? Cut potatoes on your own back?
Shots fired.
It's what is it? This is Knob Creek. Yeah, it's Knob Creek
This is I can't remember what the hell it is.
Small Batch, I think.
It's that good, maybe.
It's delicious.
I have Dr. Beer,
All right.
Doctor of the Beers, because it's what's in the fridge right now.
All right, enough booze talk.
So-
Let's play some games.
Are we still headed for the village?
Tyler, I don't think that mic setup's gonna work.
It'll have to.
It sounds like there's a waterfall in your house.
It's just our air conditioner, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's movement. You moving it around is causing a lot of
Oh,
noise
okay.
on it.
I'll put it back on my head.
Yeah.
We'll make this work.
Okay. When Sammy wants to talk, she just has to yell really loud.
But what we should do is get our whiteboard.
We could try.
Yep. Just draw signs.
That would actually be kind of cool.
That would be hilarious. I don't have one. Let me just steal mine from work.
Just learn ASL.
Angry sex letters?
No, it's
Age, sex, location?
That's the one.
That is definitely not American Sign Language, right?
No,
Okay,
you couldn't have been
so
talking
anyway.
about that.
That's
Anyways,
the last thing that you should do.
We leave the cave with our new buddy Steve.
yes. And for those watching this stream, because I know undoubtedly there's already a plethora of you. They
Yes, at
started
least
here.
more than one.
They started here in Glenfall City. They went here, vanquished some goblin foes, and now they're going here. Alright. So,
Let us make with the going on.
sun on the beach.
Sun on the beach.
I will be right back.
Oh no.
The game is on pause.
For reasons that we have yet to understand.
Now, to be entertained, we
There
are.
he is. Oh, it's because he forgot some essential DMing tool.
I
Oh,
did
dang.
not forget anything.
He forgot dice.
What did I say? Alright. Loud noises, except not, because I can mute myself.
There we go. I wasted my only.
I know you wasted
I
it.
wasted it. My God.
It's gone now. Oh, you can't hear me. Can you hear me?
No, we heard
Yeah,
you.
can hear me.
Yeah.
I keep muting myself and forgetting whether I'm muted or not.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
say we get a moving.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so we need. Oh, crap. There you go. That's what we need. Wilderness travel danger rolls.
Oh shit. I said, oh shit, honey, what do you want to do about it?
How many of them do we need?
Pop his mouth. He said bad word.
Tyler, one of these days.
You are traveling.
Oh, and he started an encounter.
Oh snap. Roll one more.
Can y'all hear me now?
There's
Yeah.
crazy
Yes.
echo.
Crazy echo though. Yeah.
She is God. Leave it alone.
What has happened?
I broke everything. Give me like 10 seconds.
My God.
Yeah, you literally broke everything. You made the cameras go all wonky.
You monster frisbee.
Oh, someone's feeding back.
Yeah, there's feedback. Yeah.
It's my bad. Give me like 10 seconds.
We're professionals, we swear.
Chuck, we've merged to become
Super.
Voltron.
What'd you say?
We've merged to become Voltron.
Oh, snap.
My
Actually, that
God.
would be a pretty cool layout to put everybody's faces like it is on Voltron.
There you go. If we ever do a Voltron game, that's what we should do.
You know, Sammy doesn't need an amazing computer. If she's got a crappy one, that'll work.
But if she has a decent headset on that phone there, we can just leave her still up. Tyler, center that camera on you.
Yeah. Audio check.
What?
Everyone heard you, actually. You're now internet famous.
You're E-famous.
That's right.
That's the accepted term.
Is it now?
It is actually.
That should get rid of the echo.
Sammy, say words.
Hi.
Okay. Tyler,
Acceptable.
center that camera on you.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
No,
No, get rid of my
I
face.
have to move it.
Well, I was
Yeah.
thinking if the camera centers on Tyler, cutting Sammy out of the picture, we can just use Sammy's little.
Icon.
Her little profile icon?
Yeah.
I mean, he can just cut her out of it.
Mhm.
Be like a Papa Roach.
That's a good idea.
And if we want to be really lazy. Did I go the right way? No, I went the wrong way. Hold on. Sorry. This way. I think.
This is so professional. You don't
Actually, the
even
feed
know.
doesn't seem to be updating me, so I don't know. I give up.
You gotta wait 30 seconds.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, see, you're perfect in that spot. Stay right there. Just get the keyboard out. You're set for life.
Plus, I can recline.
Oh shit, you're gonna fall asleep.
I just need to bring my beer closer.
Priorities.
Oh, never mind, we're good.
What are you
I don't know. Are you muted?
Yeah, you
And
muted.
No,
my
no,
notepad and my phone.
You sound
And then you
muted.
don't have to adjust me at all. If you don't want to.
Yes, you muted me.
No, I can hear you.
I can
hear
hear you. I can hear
I
Sammy.
hear her. Her mute button doesn't work. This is great. High tech. Professionals.
Professionals.
The ones who get it done. Whoa, jeez.
What did I do?
No, that was me. I grabbed something.
Oh, okay. This is fine. Everything's fine.
God damn it.
I need that USB hub to get here. Stamp.
Ah.
But this should work. I'm borrowing your keyboard you left here, Jack.
That's fine. It's the stream's keyboard now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm missing Chris. And you're off kilter too.
Who am I? Where am me?
Who are you? Where are we?
Who are you? Who?
Exactly.
Banana, nana, nanas.
Ah, I'm just display capture. I don't get a name.
Decaf Smurf, whoever you are. Just keep watching. We're great, I promise. We're getting closer.
That's right. Plus, all these tech people are off work, so
Yeah, we're really useless once we start drinking.
yeah.
Good thing I haven't started drinking, or we'd never get this fixed.
Don't worry, I'm drinking some for you.
Alright. Now we have to do it like this every time.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah,
I'm not on the stream.
I know.
You're now the shadow.
That could be on purpose. Who knows?
Lamont Cranston, the shadow knows.
Oh, it just got great.
Infinity.
My God.
Infinite.
I don't know what's going on, but it's bananas.
That's true.
Don't do it.
I'm scared of many things right now.
Hey, there's my face.
And then
There was Chuck.
Then there was Chuck.
You just need me to move me.
I just moved you to the
behind
back.
Rob's.
There we go. Oh,
Perfect.
fucking.
I feel. Oh, you said a dirty word.
We'll
Oh.
get this right eventually.
What are. What is. What?
Okay.
What?
How do you
My
exist right now?
Recordingception, it's happened. They can see everything. The jig is up.
Well,
Uh, my God. What is going on?
What do you mean, what's going on? Are things still moving around?
Everything's weird on my screen at least, but there's Chuck.
that's all that matters.
Is that what made it weird?
I was scared. I was so scared.
I don't understand how you exist right now, Parnell. Like, you're not one of the items in the freaking...
I'm the rule breaker, I guess.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Somehow
Oh.
he's overlapping me too, or we're overlapping each other.
That's fine.
No, you guys aren't overlapping.
You technically have the whole couch. I just moved over. Which I'm not upset with because now I'm on one of the sides that reclines.
There we go. Alright, so you're headed to the village, and you had you need to roll for one more encounter.
A fourth one?
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm rolling it.
You're rolling
Okay.
you're going through 4 hexes.
I believe in you.
Dose.
And this is taking you 12 hours, by the way. So it's morning when you started. It's going to be like crazy late when you end. Alright, 2. So you get 1 encounter. 1.
Yay, maybe.
We did it.
It's all my fault.
Yay.
As it typically is.
You rolled a 12.
As I said, all my fault.
Oh, that's not much of an encounter. Sad.
Don't tell us that.
Sorry.
Hype it up.
You're right. You're right. Maybe I was just fooling though.
It's not much of an encounter because it's going to crush us so thoroughly. No.
It's a bag of dicks.
It's a bag of dicks.
It's going to hail dicks on us.
So many.
An adult green dragon.
How long is its neck?
No, it's how
70
thick its
feet.
neck.
Is it Pete the Dragon?
Pete the Magic Dragon, that bitch lived by the sea.
Oh.
You know, miraculously, we have one person that isn't us still watching.
Hooray!
Oh, and too old to Twitch.
That
But he
is
always
pretty
was.
miraculous.
He's basically us now.
He's basically us now.
One of us. One of us.
Okay. So, all roaring and slobbering and crazy like a brown bear comes from your right. What's the...
I actually have a spell that I can cast that will help with the situation.
Oh?
Yeah, it's called Big Ass Hammer to the Face.
Okay.
Sounds
You
like a
have
good
to
selection.
Yell out its name when you do so.
Alright, well,
What do we do?
roll initiative.
Yeah, 18's not bad.
So... So many people.
All of the lonely, lonely people.
Are they living for to do?
Where do they all come from?
Can
Okay.
anyone hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you rolling?
She can't roll. She's on mobile.
Oh, that's right.
Chris, you're in charge of all of her dice rolls.
You gotta roll for Sammy, Tyler. His name's
I know you have to
Tyler.
roll for me.
His name's Tyler, Chuck.
My bad.
Scimitar. I need to add that to my item sheet.
And that was Sammy. Sammy gets 20. Oh boy.
Not a trash roll for once.
Alright. You go first, Odette.
Okay. One moment, please. I'll go ahead and do Vicious Mockery.
Okay. What are you gonna say to the bear?
Your mama was a koala.
Oh,
Yeah.
You tell him his mama was a koala?
I'll go for that.
Yeah. He goes, "Mm." Okay. Isn't that,
It's a wisdom 13 save.
okay.
Hear me?
You come in for brief moments.
Mike.
I heard Mike. He does beat that wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Is any better?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Let's just pray it.
Nice.
Alright.
Just gonna boost. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Is it like
Okay.
feedback yearny bullshit?
Not at the moment.
Alright, I'm
No.
gonna leave it alone. Pray.
Does Vicious Mockery do like a small amount of damage?
It's a 1d4 if they fail. It does nothing.
Okay, only if they fail. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that makes it Thalcum's turn.
Yes, and I am going to probably go ahead and do that shillelagh thing.
Do the
And go ahead.
shillelagh.
Yeah, doing the shillelagh.
Do you have a whip to go with that?
I don't, but I'm gonna miss anyways by the looks of things. So
If you had a whip, we could watch you whip and shillelagh.
that's right. I assume that's a miss. So
Just get out, Chuck.
Oh, that. Yep, that is a miss. You whiffed it. The bear does not. And now it's the bear's turn.
great.
There are.
Two of us next to him, probably.
I think you're the only one that went up for melee.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah. And you just missed him, so he's gonna bite you.
Can I tell him no thanks?
You can. I don't know what it'll do, but
Oh, that's not your kink?
No, not this case.
Hey, that's my kink, though.
what's your AC?
16.
Yeah, apparently he took your advice.
It's because I asked him so nicely.
His jaws just come like that close to you. Like he lunges
thanks.
out to bite you, and he bites like a little too short of you.
Good choice, Bear. I missed you, and you missed me, and this is all good.
All is well.
And now we do the Macarena.
And now,
That's right.
Hey, Macarena.
it is. What's your character's name, or can I just say Starbear, or would you prefer I use your new name?
Sex
call him
star
Star
thick
Bear.
bear.
What?
Just continue to call him Starbear, that's fine.
Okay, Starbear and Frank.
Oh shit.
What?
Frank, punch him in the butt.
You got it. Oh. I'm gonna go punch him in the butt. I had opened the wrong character though. So I'm punching him in the butt with my large hammer. I think that's the right modifier. Let me double check. I just realized I had Morthos open. That Morthos would have been really great for fighting this bear.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be much of a fight.
Oh,
You just light him on fire and all move on.
Just, you did. All right. Yep, that's my correct. So did I hit? That's a 21.
No, that
If that
misses.
doesn't hit the bear, then it's time to leave.
Then you're all
Run.
dead.
This bear's incredible.
Sorry, the bear's AC is 22.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
No. No, you definitely hit.
I dealt 8 damage and I activate my rage. But I forgot to do it before the damage and attack. So
Son of a
afterwards.
bitch. I used fucking pin for his HP. It wasn't smart.
It's harder to erase.
Yeah. Some might say impossible.
I mean, you got
But
those
those
guys with
people
really shitty
have
erasers.
never licked their finger and then rubbed it on a piece of paper.
I have ink that would not work on until you destroyed the paper,
Nice.
which I guess counts.
Alright.
So is the bear dead?
No. It
Kill my
is
bear.
I'm gonna
Time to
stab
get
it.
him, Starburr.
Sturber.
Starburst.
Show him who's the berriest of you two bears.
Yeah, show him your berries.
Strawberry.
Your strawberry.
He kind of cocks his head sideways like, but you're a cat.
Details. It'll be okay, bear. It'll be okay. After you're dead.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Oh,
That is a
shit,
hit.
son. Alright, what's my weapon?
It's a good question.
You didn't do all the research? And are there more than one of us up on this bear?
I'm
Yeah.
up there now.
Yeah.
too.
There's 3 of you on it.
Wow. So 12 damages.
Nice.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Dead?
But the bear is still kicking, as they say.
I hope not, because that
He-
could hurt.
He looks pretty bloody,
You should
but
change your
he is
character's
not
name to-
down.
Sorry. Change your character's name to Sexstar Bear Nanas.
It is Hobbs' turn.
All right, so that should be a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to do an unarmed
I hope it's not a bald-headed bear. We forgot to bring the lamp shotgun with us.
That's right. We got the shotgun.
Four damage. Okie dokie. That brings it around to Odette again.
Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go for my crossbow. Have Tyler roll here.
moved the numbers on my keyboard. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Ooh,
That's gonna hit.
that is a hit. Roll them damages.
Roll that non-copyrighted bean footage.
Oh snap!
Oh, 7? 7 damage. Bear looks super wobbly, but he's still up.
Oh dang! I'm gonna get him.
That
Maybe.
furry son of a bitch.
Gotta move my cursor over.
The,
Gonna hit him.
Yeah. It's Falcon.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just miss again though. Yeah, since that's kind of my thing.
Maybe. Yeah, you missed
Yeah.
again.
So disappointed.
Okay.
Just damn.
We're gonna
Hopefully
see
he'll crit fail.
who
'cause that's
he
what he's supposed to do.
decides to hit. It's going for Frank.
Frank.
He's going to do.
The heck is my AC at on the new 15? He's got to beat 15.
First attack hits.
That turd nugget.
That's right.
So he reaches out and rakes you with his claws. And he does. Wow. 10 damage.
Oh.
Dang. Here you said this wasn't gonna be much of an encounter. Sorry. That would have one-shot me, so
I'm still up.
yeah.
The second attack, he's gonna bite at Starbear.
With
I'm pretty
He's an
sure.
equal opportunity attacker.
He hits.
my AC is 15. You
Yeah,
sure he hits?
He hit. Yeah. He deals 6 damage.
Doesn't kill me. Quite.
He is a mighty bear.
His third attack. No, I'm just kidding. There's no third attack. Alright.
He gets an attack for every claw and every tooth.
Yes.
10th attack.
He's going to eat you now
For
because
his
you're all dead.
10th attack, he starts licking your blood. It is now Frank and Starbear.
You want me to
Come
go
on,
or
I
you
believe
want
in
to go?
Frank.
What's that?
I believe in you, Frank. Get that kill.
Do
Alright,
your
I'm gonna
thing.
go up, and I'm going
Do
to
your
punch
Frank
it
thing.
with my hammer in its berry face. God damn it. Type the right things. Bam. Right there. 16.
Nice.
That hits.
What the shit? That is. And I deal 14 damage.
Nice.
The bear is dead.
That's right, it is that
Huzzah!
Final.
Poopy McPoopenstein.
It's victory over Bear Day.
You crack him on the top of the skull, and you just hear like a sickening. Dead.
He couldn't bear the might of our onslaught.
Oh.
Unbearable to him.
Ah.
He should have ran at the sight of our grisly strength.
That was a push, but I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah, dibs on the skin.
You gonna skin it?
I'm gonna skin it, and I'm gonna roll it up, and I'm gonna take it with me.
I'm not gonna force you to role play skinning it. You have a bear pelt.
Once we get to a place, I'll have someone tan it for me.
Nice.
You should take the meat.
Speaking of getting to places,
We should take some bear meat.
are you just gonna force yourself through the pain to go on to the village?
Well, first we take some bear meat.
Yeah, I can try and heal us if we want. We could take a short rest,
I
or we
have
could just push on through.
7 HP.
We're fine.
Do we have any other? Do we? I don't know if I can ask that question.
Short rest would probably be the easiest.
I mean, we already rolled all
recovery.
our encounters.
Why don't we take a short rest? That's a good idea.
Yeah, if you just rest for like an hour, I'm not gonna make you
Who knows
roll
what
for
we'll find when
encounters.
we get to the town?
Who knows?
Okay, so roll the hit dice, right? For recoveries.
Roll them beautiful hit dice.
My Where did I hide?
Right? What?
Nine.
Nice.
Good job.
Getting that sweet health back.
Oh, boo.
That sucks. You should be adding your Constitution modifier to that.
Yeah, I get 2 total.
I rolled 1 hit dice and I got 13 HP back. Isn't that great? What's your max HP there, Sex Star?
9. I'm at 5. I have very wonderful constitution.
Mm.
It's okay. I just die now.
Well,
Alright.
we'll see if we get in trouble or not. Then, if we do, I can cast Healing Word as a bonus action.
So does Odette. She has a couple of... Oh, I'm not worried about her.
I do have some reverse healing spells that we can use if needed.
I also have reverse healing spell.
Most of us have reverse healing.
Okay.
Some of us are better at...
Yeah, I'm absolutely the worst at it.
All right, back on the
Alright.
road.
Moving toward the village. You get to the village at, we'll say, like 11 o'clock at night.
Okay. Are there any inns or taverns that we see?
Can we just stay at the academy? The temple?
We went to a village. We didn't go to the academy.
Oh, that's
No, you
right.
guys wanted
Okay.
to go to the village to let them
That's right.
know about
Yeah,
the
we were
stuff and the
informing
I
them.
things.
forgot about that. We were
Yeah.
going to report our success.
Yeah,
So yeah, let's find somewhere to rest.
there is an inn.
How much is it to stay at said inn?
Hang on a second. Hey there, friend Draconis. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh dang, is he back?
He's back in the saddle again.
Oh dang.
Anyway, you're talking about an inn.
There is an inn called the Steady Steed.
That sounds like a good place to go get drunk and unsteady.
I agree with that statement.
You can get drunk and unsteady. There's a couple of people in here.
Sorry, did I
And-
hear we're killing the innkeeper
Yes.
No. That comes later.
and burning down the inn?
Now you go inside, there's like 2 or 3 tables and one booth. There's a couple of people sitting at the booth. And it's pretty quiet in here. You walk up to the bar, there's a girl named that introduces herself as Sarah. She says, "What can I do for you?"
Hey there, Sarah. I need a place to sleep, and some drink to drink, and some food to eat.
I have all of those.
Fantastic. What order you want to go at, Sarah?
Why don't we start with the drink to drink?
Cool. Let's drink some stuff, Sarah.
And she's like, "That'll be 1 silver."
How old is Sarah?
She looks to be like her mid-20s.
Okay.
Gotta make sure it's legal.
That's right. Don't want to get in any trouble.
Accurate.
Is she a cat lover?
A cat lover? I don't know. Do you ask her?
You should ask her.
I think I
I
shall.
do have another question for Sarah. How much is the room?
The room would be 5 silver.
And how much is the food?
2 silver.
Mm.
Can I give her a gold piece for everything?
I'll do the same.
Oh my.
Oh, you're saying it's silver. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Okay, I was counting gold.
No, like a gold piece would basically cover everything for everybody. A single
Yeah.
gold piece.
Oh,
But I'm trying to work on that.
want to cover everything?
Yeah, let me just give you a gold piece, Sarah.
Oh, okay. Well then, if you want to do it then.
Oh, I thought we were each giving her a gold piece.
No, I mean like 1 gold piece would cover everybody.
What's
No.
my fur color?
No,
Say
silver.
what's your full fur color?
10 silver is
5 electrum.
a gold.
Oh. Is that not I was following the app. Oh, never mind, you're right. 10 silver. Yes.
Anyway, I give
Gold
her
piece for each.
gold.
Sorry. I can't math.
And I'm like, keep the drinks coming, bring me some food, and have the bed ready. And yeah.
I,
You
for some
got
reason,
it.
I had my mind gold to or electrum to gold.
I'm still asking if she's a cat lover.
She hands you a plate of food and she gives you the mug of ale and she said, "I like cats."
It sounded kind of iffy.
Hey there, Sarah.
It's kind of an iffy question coming from a tabaxi. So-
Well, because if you need somebody to curl up at your feet tonight, we can always look that up.
Not
'Cause,
tonight.
Because Hobbs don't pay for that.
Good to know.
Just, you know.
Just
I was gonna do stuff too, but Hobbs just ruined the vibe. So
Hey, if Hobbs ain't getting none, ain't nobody getting none.
I'll just take my beer and my food and I will go eat.
yeah, I'm down with eating and drinking now.
I mean, we had to find out, you know.
I don't know that we all had to find out.
Well, now
Everyone
you know.
had to find out.
does everyone
This could
just
have been a
hands
free
her?
meal. You never know.
Is everyone just doing the same thing? Hand her a gold, say keep the drinks coming.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Well, she keeps the drinks coming.
I keep drinking.
Until each of you have had 3 drinks.
How drunk is Frank now?
Roll Constitution check, Frank.
God damn it! You're gonna try and eat my mail.
This is what it's all about.
Consistency is the key.
Constitution check or Constitution save?
Yeah.
Just make it a check. Ooh.
18.
Oh. Falcom, you are pretty wobbly.
Good. Perfect.
Frank, you feel like you're so sober that you're disappointed.
Obviously, they water the beer down. Have to keep that bottom line. I don't mind them. Or do I? As soon as Sarah comes back around, I do want to pull her aside like, hey, Sarah, you know, I appreciate you keeping the drinks coming, but do you have a drink that's not made of water?
No?
Do you have
Most
a drink?
drinks are mostly water.
Okay, here, Sarah. Here's the thing. You see these muscles and I like bust to flex out. They soak up all the alcohol before I can. I need something that will make me regret everything tomorrow. What do you have?
You need something that will make you regret. I probably don't have what you're looking for. Tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock usually. I don't know if you like to party that early in the morning, but Meats opens up. And they will have, I think, what you're looking for.
Sarah, I'm thoroughly disappointed in you. But thank you.
Sorry, I couldn't be a better service.
I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna begrudgingly and disappointingly go to bed.
Okay. So you all go to bed?
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
There's
sure.
a disappointing lack of party in this bar.
You wake up the next day and what do you do?
What did we come here to do? We came here to tell the town that we
To
killed
turn in,
goblins.
yeah, to turn in
Yeah.
our goblin quest
And you're all at full health now, by the way.
and see if we got ourselves some sweet experience points.
Where does Steve sleep? Hope with Frank.
You're talking about Fred.
No, Steve.
No, Steve.
Oh yeah, where does Steve? Because Steve came with us.
He can just stay with me.
Yeah,
if he
we
needs.
actually didn't address that. Did you guys bring him with you into the inn?
He was
Yeah.
concealed.
Because that kind of changes everything.
See, that's why I know Cat love. See, screwed it up.
Because if you brought him into the inn, like the first thing that happens was like the two people at the booth and Sarah all just like stare at you.
Do I have a? Who's got an extra cloak? I presume I have a cloak.
I was gonna say we'd have him
You
concealed.
still have a
at
raw
least.
hide.
Yeah, I can just cloak him in raw bear hide.
Okay.
In bloody, oozing, raw bear hide.
Surely it's been
I think
washed
they
off.
still just stare at you. They're like,
Okay,
why
now.
is that gnome covered in a raw bear hide?
Because we've all got our kicks, Sarah, and we would appreciate it if you were a decent human being and wouldn't judge him.
These are furry.
Okay, just try not to let it drip too much blood on the inn floor.
I'll give her an extra gold. Like, if it does happen, I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you
Let's
for the
go,
thought.
Let's go get us some quest money,
Yeah.
which is what we're really here for.
Okay.
Okay. This is a change of plans in the morning. First thing we need to do is we need to find an outfitter, and we need to find a fucking cloak to put over Steve. Second thing we need to do is we need to find a tanner and to get them to prep this bear cloak or this bear pelt. And I want them to make me a undersized bear thong and bear vest out of it. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to go find whoever we need to talk to about this goblin problem that we resolved.
Let us do all the things.
That's what Frank's goals are. Frank's going straight up He-Man style.
Okay. Are you just gonna like go out into the town and try to seek these things, or are you asking?
Let's ask Sarah for directions.
Yeah, whoever's
Okay.
working
Nothing. Take
in
everything.
the inn in the morning.
Okay.
I'm just like, I need to find an outfitter. I need to find a tanner. What was the other things I asked for? We need to find the main executive branch of your town.
Okay. There's another girl there at the bar that looks like she's in her teens. Sort of she's like, "Oh, hello."
This changes everything, Chris.
Which teens, though?
Why aren't you in school?
She's- I haven't been in school for a couple of years.
So it sounds like a
Don't
graduate.
you know-
So she's 19.
Don't how like
No, she
lower teens or upper teens? I guess if she looks lower teens, I'm like, education is important.
she's like mid-teens. She looks like 16, 17.
Looks not everything.
How old are you?
17?
This could be
Did
the
you
most
graduate
important
your school?
information that Chuck gathers.
Right.
Did you graduate your school, there, lady?
Yeah, I went to the
Well, let me tell you something. I didn't get an education. You know what I do for a living now?
That's for a bearskin
adventure.
thong.
Creep out the
I-
young women in town.
You look like
No.
adventurers.
I'm an adventurer. My job is to stand in front of danger so these guys can do things. If you don't get an education, you're going to be just like me.
A big old dum dum.
Well,
A big old dum-dum.
I already
it's-
have a job, so
Well, I apologize for lecturing.
this here is my job.
Let's get back on topic. Frank's sidetracked long enough.
Yeah, she's kind of standing there awkwardly now.
I need an outfitter,
Poor
a
girl.
tanner, and the leader of your town.
And the leader of your town.
Far as outfitters go, you'd have to go to the next village over, or go to Glenfall City.
Uh,
You don't
We-
have anyone in town who sells clothing?
You walked into a nudist colony.
My God.
Do you have?
No, not in town.
Do you
There
have-
are some points in time where we travel to the next town. She's got that teenage sass.
Towns should be semi-contained ecosystems. There, Missy.
Oh,
So, do you have a cloak or an apron that we can buy?
Not sure if Sarah wants to sell any of her aprons. I know we have some extras here.
How much do you think they're worth?
I don't know, probably
$1 billion.
5 or 6 silver.
Here's what we're gonna do. Oh shit!
Is she visibly scared yet?
She looks a little concerned.
A rogue could steal it.
5 or 6.
Like that,
Dollars?
I don't have a ton of responsibility in this job. I'm not sure I should be making this decision type of concern.
Chris, you said $1. How much is it in D&D currently?
I said silver.
Did you? Maybe I translated it to dollars. Okay.
Said so.
He
Five
did
or
say
5 or
silver.
6 silver.
While Chuck is scaring this poor girl, I'm gonna go wandering around to the back room of the bar.
I'm just gonna give her fucking gold. Like, here's a gold.
Ooh,
Okay.
I want to
You
steal
give me
thing.
You give me an apron. Whatever you think is worth the gold, you put it in the till. Or you worth the apron, you put it in the till. Everything else, you put in your pocket. If you don't know, I am bribing you right now.
She's like, okay. She like goes in the back, comes back out with an apron.
Okay. I roll up my bear pelt and I put the apron around Steve as best as possible to disguise his identity.
Okay, are you gonna do you take him away to do this, or are you just doing it
No,
like...
I just do it right there.
Okay, do you make any effort to try and hide the fact that he's a goblin?
No.
He's our
He
slave.
doesn't-
It's okay.
She doesn't give a shit. She's a teenager. I know how teenagers work. I have one.
I feel like she would be a little bit startled if something that she considered to be a monster was just suddenly visible.
That's fine. She can be startled.
She can just
Yeah.
think that we're weirdos.
Like, you take the bear pelt off and put the apron on, and as soon as, like, the bear pelt is out of sight, she's like, ah!
Do your trick, Steve. Do your trick.
Does Steve have a trick?
Speak.
She's
Speak,
like,
Steve.
she's,
Speak.
why do you have a goblin?
It's for our show that we do.
Okay, yes. This is Steve. Steve
Speak,
is our
Steve.
friend. Steve helps us with things. But Steve was dropped on his head as a baby. So Steve isn't quite right. So Steve is a friendly goblin.
Steve, like, looks up at you when you say this. He's like, I wasn't dropped on my head.
Good Steve. Good Steve.
Regardless.
And
Steve is a friendly
she
goblin.
gets this, like, super surprised look on her face, like, why is that goblin talking in common?
Ta-da!
That's it. That's
Yeah,
what you
problem
need
with
to see there, lady. Steve is friend.
Would you pay money to see this at a show?
He can also play the accordion. I was
Okay.
going to say an instrument that
She-
was wildly inappropriate, but I'm
Thank
not
you.
getting banned today.
And she's like, hi, Steve? And Steve's like, hello.
See,
And it-
we got the shit.
And then I ask her, has she ever seen a cat eat a mouse before?
You leave
Jeez.
Fred out of this.
Fred?
He is a pure and innocent soul.
She's like, I haven't seen a cat eat a mouse, but I have seen my cat bring a dead mouse half eaten to the door.
So you want to see the prequel?
I clutch.
Not
Where Fred
really?
Then leave the goblin alone.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Wait, how is threatening to kill Chuck's mouse a threat?
It was a threat.
But not to her. I was threatening Fred.
Can I just like start playing my instrument and y'all start slinking out the back because you're creeping this girl out?
I think
do
it is
think-
time for us
Jeez.
to move on.
I do think we need some instrumental to this shit show that's going on. Do you have an accordion?
So did you roll intimidation? Okay.
I can.
Well, yeah, no, I was serious. Like,
Alright, if I have this correct.
Liar
oh wow.
or a plan?
It's not bad.
It's a decent roll.
So you have a
More
negative
cowbell,
one.
that's right.
Like normally you're not great at intimidation, but you really want to eat Chuck's mouse, so there's a lot of sincerity in it. So
I'm drooling at this point.
Oh man.
she's like, please don't eat a mouse in front of me. So-
I think it's
Just
time we
like,
move
why-
on.
I
They're talking about.
think
We got
that's
the apron.
that's a good idea.
Do you have a tanner in town?
We don't have a tanner that sells to travelers that pass through, but the stable master, I believe, makes his own straps and harnesses of that nature. You might be able to convince him to make something for you.
That sounds expensive. Where's the leader of your town at?
You'd want to talk to either Mary or Godric.
Where can I find Mary or Godric?
Mary would be the village elder. She's in the house to the northwest side of the village, and Godric is in the house to the southwest.
What is
His
Godric's
house-
title around here?
Mayor?
Let's go talk to the mayor. This straight up, Frank goes to the mayor.
Frank goes to the mayor.
My
That
God.
sounds like a movie.
Alright, so you guys just like head out after all that? And
Yeah.
What's
It's always sunny.
the name of this town again?
Nobody works here.
currently it's just Village 1. You guys can name it if you'd like.
Oh shit.
I'll go out.
What is the name of this town?
I'm just wanting to take notes real quick.
I'm thinking. Wheels are turning. Grapples.
Oh no, not the grapples.
The name of this town is Grapples.
Grapples.
Grapples,
Alright.
grapply face.
No,
Because
get
grape
you
and
some
apple
grapples.
is the liquor.
So you're heading to the mayor of Grapples.
Oh shit.
Yeah. What are the two people's names again?
Godric and
Godric, who's
Mary.
the mayor,
And
and
Mary,
who's-
Miss Mary Berry.
and what does Mary do?
She's
the elder.
the village elder.
All right.
She is a professional old person.
Yep, that's what it sounds like to me.
With a name like that.
Let's go speak with the mayor about all the goblins that we killed and left none of them alive. Especially not Steve.
Yeah, this might not be a great time to bring Steve.
Do you bring Steve?
No, no,
Yes.
maybe we'll have
No.
him hang out outside or something.
I think we need to bring Steve because I don't trust these people to not freak the fuck out if Steve reveals his identity.
My God.
So we should just take Steve and leave him bundled up in that apron, hiding his identity.
That's acceptable with me also.
Because at
All right.
least if these people freak the fuck out while we're present, we can,
Kill
murder
Steve?
the people freaking out.
Oh, damn.
No,
Yes, run and hide.
Steve is a pure and innocent creature that deserves our protection.
Well, you
Just
can-
like Fred.
Oh, well, there goes the catch.
Okay, so you follow the road south and turn to the west. You pass a normal looking straw roof house, and then you see what has to be Godric's house because it's the only house in the village with a ceramic roof.
That
Oh
son
man,
of
what a fancy boy.
And you hear Steve say, "Oh, that's a nice house.
It is, Steve.
I'll bet it's neat in there."
I bet you're right, Steve. But you want to know what else I noticed, Steve?
What?
Look how nice that house is compared to all the other houses, Steve.
Yeah,
At what cost is that house nice? At what cost?
at the
You know what
necessary
Cost all those
cost.
dead goblins.
You know what that house screams to me, Steve? Financial inequality.
Do you know what that is, Steve?
Steve's like, those are big words. I'm not quite that intelligent.
All right, let's go knock on the door, Steve.
Okay, and he like starts walking ahead of you.
I'm fine with this. Let Steve have his moment.
I don't think it's going to
Um,
be a moment for Steve.
I got his back.
he walks up and knocks on the door. And you don't hear anything for a moment. And then he like turns backwards and looks to you guys and sort of shrugs.
Let's go knock on that door some more.
Okay.
I want to go knock on that door.
So who's knocking on the door?
Do you want to knock on the door, talcum powder?
I will let you go first because you can probably knock a good deal more convincingly than I can.
I go do that hardcore like police knock on that door. The boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Deciding fist.
Do you tell him it's a raid?
You hear from inside, hey, help!
Oh, I fucking kicked that door down.
Okay, you kick the door down. Just roll a strength check.
Give me a second.
If I were playing a different character, I would attempt to side-by-side kick that door down with you, but I'm not.
I believe in you. Kick it with your head. Yeah.
That's an 8.
if that's not enough for the door, then I will give it a go as well.
I'm very disappointed in myself with that roll.
Nah, that's fine. Just like you kick the door, and like just the spot where the door latches breaks, and it just swings open real fast.
I meant to do that.
And there's
Precision door break.
quite a mess in here. There's some broken glass from some nice ceramic pots, and a couple of chairs knocked over by the table in the next room, and the stairs going up to the second floor of the house. There is a well-dressed man, like laying backwards on the stairs with his hands up. You see one dead goblin and another goblin that's like grabbing at the man. And before you can do anything, Steve runs across the front room and grabs the other goblin and says, "Stop it! This is a nice house!" And they tackles him to the floor, and they just start like rolling around punching each other.
Okay.
Like some sort of crazy cartoon.
I gotta go
Nice.
back up Steve.
Yep, I'm backing up Steve.
How are we
Back
backing
up
up
Steve.
Steve?
I got a stick that I can hit the other thing with. Like,
I have a
Got-
stick as
You're-
a sharp end.
You're
I can
trying to
knock
just
him.
like... Are you guys like actively trying to hit this other goblin, or are you just trying to
don't
break
know.
it up?
I
I
think
might
I'm
just
gonna-
try and break it up first.
I think
so
that's a
we
good
can-
idea.
Okay.
I'm worried about injuring Steve.
Me too. That's why I want to use my
Alright.
stick.
So you just like shove your stick in between them and try to pry them off of each other?
Yeah.
I say go ahead and make me a strength check.
Oh man.
Didn't have to be very high, but just for the sake.
Oh,
of, you
but
know.
I went ham on it anyways.
Nice.
Okay.
My
So you like stick your stick in between them, and you like pry and pull your stick to the side, and like the other goblin that Steve tackled like flies 5 or 6 feet to the side
I
and
want to send
smacks
him towards,
into a
I want to
buffet.
send him to Frank.
Or you're
I wanna
sending
send him,
my
like-
way?
I want to send him at Frank if I
He
can.
seems highly proficient with his stick.
Okay.
He's a master sticker.
We'll say like you throw him up against the buffet, and Frank is just sort of standing there 2 or 3 feet away.
I wanna
Well, they
grapple
have a
this
buffet.
dude
This is a real fancy house.
and pick him up by the back of his head and just hold him midair.
Okay.
Grappling should be opposing athletics checks.
Yeah. Go ahead and do yours at advantage.
Yeah.
There's the first one. Second one is a non-natural 20.
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't
That
beat
should
that.
do it.
So I've got like the aggressive goblin holding him out at arm's length by the back of his head.
And he's just like going like this, trying to get loose, but his arm reach is not enough to get to you.
If he gets close, I just kind of shake him a little,
Okay.
just like a baby.
Diddly.
He like keeps fighting for a while, and after you shake him a couple of times, he just sort of like just like sort of slumps.
All right.
And then he like mutters something in Goblin.
Steve, what did he just say?
It sounds like he doesn't know what you guys did. He said King Glubnock's gonna get you.
Nah.
No, we got
And
goblins.
Steve like looks up at the goblin and just like shakes his head and says something back in goblin, and you assume it's nah.
I would like to gently dash this goblin against the wall.
Gently.
Maybe you should go for the floor so you don't knock anything over and upset
Um,
Steve.
That's true. An open spot on the floor. I want to kind of just thrash him against it gently.
Okay. You thrash him against an open spot on the floor gently.
Wait, I got a question real quick before we actually get there. Does anyone
Oh,
still
yeah.
have
You
the
should
crown?
have it.
Do I have it?
I thought
Yeah.
you
I
were
pull
wearing
out
it.
the king while I'm holding this dude. I pull out the crown, and I
Good
just
call,
kind of
too old.
hold it in front of his face by a few feet.
Do you still bash him? You
Uh,
bash him and then show him the crown?
Yeah, like you got to bash him a little bit to get him complacent.
Okay, just like
It's just like when you're preparing octopus. You got to beat it a little bit to break up the kind of the rubberiness, and then you show him the crown.
roll a d4.
Four.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow. So you just like dash him against the floor a little bit, but from that one dash against the floor, he looks rough.
Okay, that's fair.
Like he
That's, I'm
seems like
presuming
he doesn't know what's going on anymore.
a light dash for a goblin is probably almost lethal.
Yeah.
So then I show him the crown.
He just sort of like
Can we
Like-
hear his soul breaking yet?
his vision seems to come back a little bit as he's screaming things in Goblin, and then he stops screaming, and he just sort of looks between you and the crown.
I wanna pass a message along to Steve. Like, Steve, I want you to tell this goblin that we killed his dad.
Oh,
Maybe it's true. Who knows?
Who knows? They're goblins.
He starts screaming things in Goblin again and flailing at you again.
Okay, I just hold him there and let him tucker himself out.
I say,
And he eventually does if you just let him do it for like a minute or two. He like just does it until he passes out.
Yeah. So, question for the rest of you guys: while I'm dealing with Goblin and Steve, is anyone checking this dude on the ground?
nah.
yeah, we should probably look into Tom,
Into the mayor.
into the mayor.
Yeah, I'm
And
preoccupied with the Goblin and the Steve.
Yeah, and after a goblin ran into his house and tackled the goblin that was attacking him and screamed, "This is a nice house, stop it." He's just sort of dumbfounded, like looking at you all with his jaw agape.
Nice.
So, funny story. We cleared the goblin cave, but we found a goblin that's not like the other goblins.
I can see that, yes.
So we didn't kill him. We're taking him with us. So the cave is cleared, which was the quest that we were given.
The cave is cleared. That's good news. And, this is that strange goblin.
Yeah, he'll be coming with us. So no need to have worries about that.
Okay. And he's
We
he's
feel
sort
like
of
that-
like,
We feel the temple may have interest in him.
yeah, he sort of stands up and, like, brushes his clothes off. And it's like, well, thank you. thank you very much. I suppose you'll be wanting some kind of compensation for your actions.
I hate to say it, but that is the end goal.
I'm busy with the goblin and Steve, so I'm staying out of this.
Yeah.
He's oh, okay. Um uh, would you mind if I tidied up a little first?
Go right ahead.
Check on some things.
Here, out of not character question here, but on hearing the phrase "tidy up a little bit," does Steve catch that?
Yeah. Steve, like his eyes get kind of wide.
How about this, Bear?
He's
Show us what you will wish to have tidied up, and we'll wow you with Steve's amazing powers.
Yeah, Steve's pretty great at cleaning.
He goes, okay. And then Steve, like, sort of jumps a little bit, skips a couple steps, and like, starts picking things up. And he turns, like, as he starts picking up, like, broken shards of the ceramic, he's like, where does the trash go? And Godric's like, and the kitchen? There's a large bin, you can't miss it. And he just, like, goes about tidying things up. And Godric sort of, like, shakes his head a little baffled and, like, goes up the stairs. Says, give me just a moment. And he comes back down a few moments later. And he's got, like, a bag full of money. Hands it to you.
Hooray!
And you open it up, look inside. It looks like it's about 100 gold.
That sounds like a reasonable amount of gold.
So we each get 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can do math.
I was still trying to figure out how many people were in the party.
5 of us. Okay.
You see,
I want to call a minor huddle. Like Godric, excuse us. I want to call a minor huddle with the party.
he says, just one moment. Did you happen to come across any grain or anything like that? There are a couple of farmers here missing some.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still in the
Yeah,
goblin.
some of that appeared to be there, although the goblins did not take the best care of it.
They didn't. The grain and what else? I don't remember what else
Hops.
was in
There was hops.
hops. Those were there in the cave, but yeah, definitely goblins did not practice proper food handling procedures.
That's right.
Right. I suppose that makes sense. Thank you again.
Okay, Godric, you don't go anywhere. Rest of you guys, come with me. We need to talk.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Brady.
Okay. Steve. As much as I like Steve, we don't have a home of our own for Steve to clean. Because it looks like Steve needs to clean a home to be happy. What I would like to suggest is Godric takes Steve on as a house servant.
At least temporarily.
At least temporarily. Maybe if we got our own home or own base of operations, maybe we can come back and get Steve, and Steve can work with us. But for now, I think maybe Steve would be happiest if Steve was here serving this guy.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to show off his skills here.
That's a good call on your part.
So ask him to foster him, basically, in case we want him back.
Take him as your minion.
Essentially. Yeah,
Give him room and board,
I
and
think
he'll
so.
work for you.
This way, Steve will be safe, and Steve will be productive and happy. And then if we ever get a situation where we have our own place, we can come and recruit Steve. And we'll pay him a fair wage. Because God knows we're probably going to have our home is going to be messy as shit.
True story.
2 fucking cats.
Disaster.
Two
Vacuumed every day.
Not enough.
cats.
2
You
cats
guys
and a
are good with
microphone.
this?
Sure.
I think
Hobbs,
so.
You good with that
Sure.
idea?
Sure.
All right. Someone smarter than me should go run that idea by Godric, though.
Does anybody actually have decent charisma?
I mean, we have a bard. Um,
Tis true.
My
That's
charisma is
the-
+1.
Mine is also +1.
You don't want me doing it.
she has +3.
I'll be right back.
Convince that man to take on this goblin as lawfully.
Frank went to go look for the restroom.
Let's go try and talk this guy into taking on a house servant.
Okay.
Persuade him. Play your best musicals.
He's very skilled, as he's seen. Requires very little food, can speak and communicate, and would make an interesting talking point for any company.
You said this to Godric?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't... A goblin? I don't...
Imagine how crazy you could impress your company when they come to your house and you show off your tamed goblin.
I have a moment to speak with this goblin.
Certainly, for he does have his own opinion in life. And you'll be surprised to hear that.
And Steve is like walking by trying to pick more stuff up as Godric says that, and he stops and he's like, yes? He's like, oh, your companions have just proposed that you stay here and clean things for me. And Steve just sort of goes, oh, this is a nice house. he's like, yes, it is. Thank you. What would you say to making yourself a little fancier? Steve's like, make me nice? He's like, yes, fancy clothes. I could have someone make you some garments similar to mine. Not exactly the same, of course. I have to stand out because I'm the mayor. Steve is just like, that sounds nice. And it seems like they're starting to get along.
Good.
The fancy mayor seems to have some modicum of respect for a goblin that wants to be fancier than his goblin companions.
Excellent.
Great.
And he looks to the rest of you. He says, should be able to avoid any sort of mishaps with guests as long as he's well behaved and well dressed. But if he's walking around in a loincloth, that's not very becoming.
I believe that we can work with this.
Okay.
Going to refill.
Grab me one too.
I'll be over in a minute.
Nah.
A long, long minute.
And he says, I thank you, and I'm going to have to break this news to my wife, and it probably will not be easy. You probably do not want to be here for that.
We can definitely leave. If
Yeah.
your wife needs any convincing, we can help you out on Steve's behalf.
Okay.
We wish for him to have a better home than we can provide for him.
He says, one other thing. It's probably nothing, but there's a dwarf lives in this village, works at Meat.
Do you need
Says
to
he's been no.
We're not assassins.
I mean,
Nothing like
20 gold,
that.
20 gold.
It's probably nothing, but he's told me that he sees strange lights in the distance to the east. Every now and then, about 30 feet off the ground at night. It's strange, I know, but no one else in the town sees it. He bothers me about it all the time. I haven't bothered to tell anyone, go out of my way to tell anyone, but since you're here, I figured I might as well mention it.
We can go talk to him. Here's a question I have for this dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Has he ever uttered the words Eve?
Uttered the words what?
I believe.
I don't believe I've heard him say that in any sort of meaningful context. He started a few sentences with I believe, but they usually ended with we should go that way or we should get more milk from the farmer.
Okay,
Smart
so
man.
he's not an X-Files fan. That's what counts. All right, where can we find this dwarf? What's this dwarf's name?
His name is Godwin, and he works at Meat.
You said that. All right, let's go to Meats. We'll get some meat, and we'll talk to this dude. Tell him that his government doesn't want him saying anything about the UFOs he's seeing.
That's right.
And Meats is the same place that Sarah told you sells better
Something
booze.
that we want.
So you head over to Meats?
Yeah.
You get to Meats, and you walk in, and there's a really big, like, burly orc that's, like, off to the side at the bar, like, slamming a butcher's cleaver down on some meat. And he looks up.
I think that we maybe can't hear you, Tyler.
I'm muted. I'm not even talking.
Oh, okay. I saw you doing something.
But he looks up and he says, Godwin! And then a dwarf comes like running out of the back through some flaps off to the side. Like runs behind Meat, and Meat sort of like shuffles out of the way, annoyed. It's like, watch your step! And the dwarf's like, Sorry. He's like, hello. Welcome to Meats. What can I do for you?
I would greet him in return. Do any of you who maybe have a non-negative modifier in intelligence want to lead this conversation?
I don't think anybody has a non-negative intelligence.
I have a +1.
Wow.
I have a -1.
I have a 0.
Hobbs, what about you?
0.
All right, you're our smart person there, Talcum.
That is unfortunate for everyone. We got a couple things. One, we heard that you have some pretty stout drinks here. You were recommended by Sarah at the inn.
He's like, oh, hi.
Two, additional to that, we hear that you've been seeing some stuff on the edge of the town, and we're kind of curious to know about that.
Sorry.
So perhaps we can discuss this over some beverages.
And we also got some sweet deer meat. I mean, bear meat.
Also true.
Well, it's only noon, but that's just never stopped me before. We sell dwarven drinks and orc drinks. Which do you prefer?
Dwarven drinks are going to be more to our liking.
The orcish drinks are a little more musky.
Here's a question I have for you. Do you ever mix them together and call them dwark drinks?
Oh, friend! Why would you do such a thing?
If you only knew Frank, sir.
You do not mix dwarven and orcish drinks. They are tastes to be left alone. They're sacred.
Well, I better go with a dwarven drink then.
Aye. And he, like, just dips down, disappears below the bar, and as you start to lean over, he, like, pops back up real fast. He has, like, 2 tankards in each hand and, like, sets them down on the bar.
I drank
Alright.
one.
I'll have the other.
And he's like, that'll be a gold per tankard.
You got it.
Yep.
Give gold.
I give him the gold.
Give me the orcish.
Nice. An orcish. And he dips down again, pops back up.
How does this look compared to the dwarvish?
A lot darker and a lot cloudier.
Oh shit, is it a stout?
I like a stout. I'll take it.
Yeah, those are good.
So you still taking the dwarvish drink, Chuck? Or did you switch to orcish when you saw it?
I already ordered it, so I'm going in on it.
I already paid him for the dwarvish.
Okay.
If the stout looks good and if Hobbs reacts well, maybe I'll get one of those as well.
Yep.
And I guess he assumed that the other 4 of you wanted dwarvish, so I don't know if Starbear or Odette wanted something different.
Oh, Orbit.
Alright.
Wasty.
I guess
Perhaps you can go ahead
everybody
and...
roll constitution checks then.
Oh, after just one.
Yeah, they're pretty strong drinks.
Chris, were those checks or saves?
Go ahead and roll a save.
I think it is the same for me either way.
16 for me.
I got
10.
Dead.
Okay.
Looks like we're mostly holding on.
Okay. Everyone except Odette and Hobbs. You guys are okay. Like you feel a little bit of a buzz. Odette, you're a little tipsy. And Hobbs, you're like super wobbly.
Great.
Like that
Wait.
hit you really hard.
Great.
We forgot something.
He needs to tell us about his lights
No.
or
I
something
still
else.
got that goblin in my fucking hand.
Oh yeah, what? We totally forgot about that goblin in your hand.
It's a gauntlet now.
Are you just carrying him around?
I think so. I'm not killing him. He's a defenseless prisoner at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we didn't do anything about it.
At meets, they're not really all that. Wouldn't say concerned or
Okay.
they're
I guess I'm gonna buy an orcish drink for the goblin.
okay.
Get him drunk and send him out into the wilderness.
Are you gonna try to like slap him to wake him up? Because he just passed out like
I'll wake him up.
15 minutes ago.
I'll give him. Do they got like bar stools?
Yeah.
It's a dwarf running the place. I'd hope so.
Okay. I'm gonna order him an orcish drink and wake him up and set him on a bar stool
Okay.
and stick a drink in his face.
Stick the drink in his face.
How much are the orcish drinks?
They're also a gold.
Okay, yeah. So I pay for a dwarvish drink and an orcish drink. I set him on a bar stool and I hand him a tankard of orcish drink. And then I presume the orc that's there chopping meats.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him like, "Hey, do you speak Goblin?"
And he like chops and like looks up at you. He's like, "Why do you want me to say something to that thing?"
Yeah, I want you to tell him to chill the fuck out and have a drink.
You're gonna feed my drink to that creature.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this creature my friend, and I'm gonna teach him a better way of life. And that, we killed all of his family, so we owe him a little bit.
Eh.
And he looks at the goblin and he like backs up from the bar and he comes over right in front of the goblin and he puts the cleaver down on and he's like, "Rufus Scott!" The goblin like goes just starts drinking. You get the feeling he told him to drink it.
Hey, mission accomplished.
Good enough.
But the goblin, like, totally fails the save. And, like, after getting through, like, half the mug, he, like, falls backwards off the stool.
Can't hold his liquor.
I snatch him by the back of
Well,
the head.
he's like a very small person and half dead. So
Yeah, I snatch him up, and I'll just carry him like a baby.
okay.
All right, let's have Godwin tell us about the lights he's seeing.
Real quick before Godwin does, I do want to
Okay.
frisk him and disarm this goblin from any
Yeah.
hidden weapons.
Okay.
And
You
then the
find
goblin-
like one really crude dagger. It's like a knife that he added some things to make the hilt a little larger so it looks like a dagger.
Okay, yeah, I slipped that into my belt to keep it safe, but I'm now petting the disarmed goblin like it's a baby. All right.
And
sorry,
Meat like stands up straight and like he looks at you as you pick the goblin up and start patting him like a baby, and he's just like he just goes over, starts hacking the meat again. Yeah.
All right. Sorry to just interrupt with the.
No, you're
Go
fine.
ahead.
Godwin's like, ah, Meat. He's always so entertaining.
What can you tell us about the lights that he has been seeing?
How many lights does he see?
There are 4 lights. No, he's like, oh, the lights. Come closer.
All right.
Every night at about 1 o'clock in the morning, as I'm leaving Meats, I see these lights out east, about 5 miles. They blink twice and then stop. And it's about 30 feet up, coming from nowhere. I've gone out there during the day and there's nothing there.
Okay. So there's 4 of them at 1 a.m. and they blink twice. 30 feet up.
Yes. I've thought about going out there at night, but I'm not the adventuring type. I'll just stick to chopping meat and selling ale.
Do they, where they're located at, would they be in like any trees or anything of that nature, or are they kind of in like an open space? Can you tell?
Well, when I go out there during the day, there's nothing. It's an open field.
Do you smell anything?
Do
No.
you smell or hear anything when you see the lights?
Nope. Just the lights.
Okay. And they're every night?
Not every night. No.
Any particular nights?
It seems a bit random.
Okay.
What are the colors of the lights?
Sometimes red, sometimes purple. But always at the same time of night. And there are shadows. Looks like it's coming from inside some sort of temple. But like I said, there's no temple there.
Okay.
I think we need to check this shit out.
I agree.
All right, there, buddy. Oh, pal. Oh, mine. We can check this out for you. But before we can do anything, I need some rope.
Rope!
What do you need bloody rope for?
I need to secure our new goblin friend.
If there's any sort of utility you be seeking, you want to go see Bear.
Bear?
Bear.
Bear.
Okay.
He is the town blacksmith. He's right next door.
Okay. Do we have a good location of where these lights are at? Like we can tonight, we can navigate to where these lights are going to be located.
He's saying they seem to be like exactly by his eyesight exactly 5 miles east of the of meat.
Okay.
And
how long does this last?
He's like, they blink 4 or 5 times, and then they stop. And then they start again 4 or 5 times, then they stop. And they do that 4 or 5 times. And then they're constant, and then they stop. That was one night. The other night, he just starts describing exactly how they blink and stay constant all the nights that he's seen them. And there doesn't seem to be any sort of pattern to it.
And you weren't drinking any of this orcish brew when you saw it, right?
Oh, I'm always drinking the dwarvish brew. I tried the orcish once, and no offense, meat. That's not for me.
All right.
A dwarf that's not drunk is a dwarf that's not alive.
This is probably true.
Yeah, sounds right to me. All right. Thanks for the info. Let's go next door and get some rope. Then I think we should head 5 miles east of Meats.
And hang out for a bit.
Yeah. Also,
it is
10:30.
10:30. Do you want to do that tonight or next week?
Why don't let's go? How much is the rope next door?
Yeah, you go over to the Metals, is the name of the smithy here.
Okay.
And there's a big bear of a man, if you will, hammering away at the anvil. And he looks up and he's like, "Hello."
Hey,
You
I need
can't beat
50
the
feet of
metals.
rope.
50 feet of rope. Let me go see what I have.
This is when we find out he's on the metric system.
And he's like,
I don't know
comes
what
back
this
out,
means.
and he's like,
35 meters of rope.
I've got 35 meters of rope right here. He's like, no. He says, I've got 25-foot coils.
Give me one of those.
One? Just the 25 then?
One. Just one 25-footer. How much?
Alright, that'll be, so I'll let it go for 25 gold.
25 gold. 25 motherfucking gold.
I do believe he's breaking our balls on this rope.
He's like, oh my, did I say 25 gold? I meant 5 gold.
I'll give you 25 silver.
25 silver. Give me just a moment here. Let me see what.
Is he thinking hard?
He's thinking hard. He's like 2 gold.
Okay. 2 gold, I'll pay that. For
I'll go
20
ahead
gold.
and buy the other rope he brought out at the same price, if that is agreeable.
He's like, that'll be 25 gold.
No. At the same price.
He's like, oh, fine.
Alright. With this rope, I'm going to tie up like a harness around our goblin friend.
You never know when you'll need some rope.
Can he pull
That
our
way
wagon now?
Well, just mainly I want him to be well leashed with like loops going around the neck, torso, each leg, and each arm coming off to a lead that I can hold on to.
You have a
And
lot
then
of creatures to take care of.
I have Fred and now this goblin, who I'm naming Francis.
so you dropped off a common speaking goblin, and now you're just bringing a
Taking
regular
a garbage
goblin with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's our prisoner, and I can't, in good conscience, kill him. And I can't let him go either. So the only option I have is rehabilitation.
So you have a new pet.
I have a new pet.
We'll
And
turn him into new Steve.
once this pet proves that he's not going to go murder anyone, he can either hang out with us or we'll find him a new and appropriate home.
And perhaps we can promote him to Francois.
Francois.
If he learns to cook, he can become Francois.
That's his cultured people name.
Yeah.
So Fred is.
What's that?
I said Fred is food.
No, Fred's not food. Fred is friend. Okay, and at that, we have our new goblin friend properly harnessed. We're ready to head east to check out these lights. So I think this might be a good calling point.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys are in a pretty docile area right now.
Assuming there's no more bears.
For the time being, who knows what happens tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, I presume next session we'll roll our travel checks.
We only roll one, because the 5 miles is only half a hex. So.
That's fair.
All right.
You each have acquired 300 experience.
I was
Oh,
just gonna ask
dang.
about that.
Yep.
Which I believe is just enough to make you all level 2.
Oh, dang. Let me put on the buttons and see what they do. Manage XP. That is exactly enough.
Yep.
Where are we at in that?
I am at level 1. Add 300 XP. Da-da-da-da.
On each of my turns, it's a dash distance high. I'm gonna have to figure out how high.
There it is.
Nice.
Hiding.
So now we can be level 2.
Dos. How do I change the advancement type? I accidentally made her character as a milestone character.
You have to go into edit character, and it should be on the home, I think.
Okay.
I knew how to do it pre-update.
You're right, it is.
Alright.
See what happens. Dang.
So, right.
That was not a good roll.
Oh. Awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot about hip. That's a
I'm only going to add 4 HP.
I am just doing the average, and I'm now up to 25 HP.
All right, so what are you rolling?
If depending on how you set your character up in D&D Beyond, if you did the, I don't remember the term.
I should have just taken the average, probably.
But if you have taken essentially the average feat, when you manage your levels and you move up to level 2, it'll move your HP up to
Okay, it did.
half your hit die plus 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
Yeah,
And
I'm up to 17.
Okay, yeah. And if you didn't do that, then you'll have to roll whatever your
Oh,
hit dice is, add your modifier, and add that number to your HP.
my hit dice became 2d8, so I get to do
Yeah,
that
mine
one
are
more time.
2d8.
Well, now it's 2d8. When you leveled up, you would each time you level up, you only roll 1d8.
1. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I got all excited for nothing there.
Yeah. Because if not, your HP would exponentially increase.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, but I need it because my HP is real low.
So, yeah. All right.
Oh
That's
no.
Wrap up of a session.
I'm gonna have to figure out what druid circle I intend to be in.
Do you pick that at level 2?
Apparently so.
That's
Wow.
weird. That should be level 3.
It says I'm level 2, and it's asking me. It says first choice, second level.
That's weird. Druid must be one of the few classes that have a level 2.
That's probably not gonna be visible.
Oh, there it kind of came in.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your druid circle. Looks like you have an actual decision to make.
I know.
Shit.
It's too soon. I didn't want that.
It's okay, Parnell.
Anyway.
You know.
Yeah.
You'll do
So-
fine.
I'll do some
That's,
research on it.
Yeah. That's a wrap up of this session.
Choose the circle with 3 sides.
That's a wrap, people.
My God.
We'll be back next Wednesday. This episode will go up Saturday. Alex's game will be this Friday.
Yes.
And
We could resume the investigation / murder mystery / sewer trolling.
Yeah. Those of you who haven't, if you liked what you watched, make sure you hit the follow thing. And then also, if you hit the link below, you can go to our YouTube and you can subscribe. And we've got shit out on YouTube every day of the week except for Friday.
Yep. If you miss anything, we archive out there, so
yeah,
you can watch it all.
Watch it
all of it.
Everything.
Give us them follows, likes, subscribes. We're wildly desperate.
Yes, mash all the buttons.
We need, please.
Except
We want you to like us.
Alright. You gonna sleep, you crazy kids.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Bye.
We'll see ya. I'll be